Welcome back to my channel, Adventurers, and today I'm doing something just a little bit different. Today I'm at St Fagans in Cardiff, and I'm at the National Museum of History. Now, this is an open-air museum of Welsh life with ancient buildings which have been disassembled from their original spots, transported and relocated to this complex here. So come on, let's go and have a look. Built 2,300 years ago. During the Iron Age, people lived in these circular houses with thatched roofs, and most had walls of stone and wattle and daub. And it's known that from archaeological evidence that these examples were made from clom, which is a mixture of clay, stone and straw. The walls took 300 tons of clay and earth to build them. Incredible. The museum was founded in 1946 following the donation of the castle and the lands by the Earl of Plymouth. It opened its doors in 1948 to the public under the name of the Welsh Folk Museum. And this is St Tylo's Church, which was originally brought here from Llandilo in Talybont, and is dated around 1520. And behind me is a tannery, which was from sort of mid-Wales area, a place called Rhyadr, and this dates back to about 1790. Let's go and have a look. So the tannery turned animal skins into leather by soaking them in a tannic liquid made from oak bark and water. It was foul, smelly and greasy work, and apparently the smell from the animal flesh was horrendous. Don't fancy that myself. This is the Vulcan Hotel, and the Vulcan was first registered as an alehouse in Adam Street, Cardiff in 1853, and served mainly the Irish community of Newtown. In the 1960s, their homes were demolished and the community was dispersed, and they've painstakingly taken the building apart and they're rebuilding it here. So before there were supermarkets and shops, housewives back in the 1800s would have to share an oven like this one, which was for baking bread, which was usually at the end of a row of terrace houses. Imagine doing that today. So the prefabricated house behind me was built in about 1947, and these were supposed to be a temporary solution for people who'd lost their homes during the war. And they were built in old aircraft factories at a rate of 1 every 12 minutes. And so the building behind me was built for cockfighting. Let's go and have a look inside. Everybody say ah. Ah. So here's a fun fact for you. 2 episodes of Doctor Who, Human Nature and Family Blood were filmed here. Well, not necessarily in front of this building, but at this museum. And if the kiddies are looking for something a little bit more adventurous to do, they can come and do the high ropes. So as well as all the ancient buildings, we also have St Fagans Castle and the castle gardens. So there are only 2 rooms viewable in the castle today, and one of the problems I've had with going around and showing you all of this is that there are lots of people in all the buildings, and many of the buildings, because of the age of them, obviously there was no lighting, there was very little in the way of windows, so all the rooms are really dark, and unfortunately on video you wouldn't get to see an awful lot unless I used artificial lighting. So there we go. That's about the end of this tour of this beautiful outdoor museum. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's really worth coming. If you're in the area of Cardiff, come along. You won't be disappointed. It's absolutely brilliant. Cost, it's free. Absolutely 100% free. However, there is a £6 parking charge, but that's £6 all day, and that's per vehicle. So if you've got 4 people in there, then it's a really cheap, fun day out. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And until next time, happy adventures.